KINGXMAGS, baby.
Cain and Abel, firstborn brothers. How could a bond like that make one hate the other? Am I my brother's keeper or the grim reaper? Follow my parents' footsteps as non-believers, but jealousy and envy, I let the evil in me. My sacrifice was empty, follow my killer instinct. My heart was out of instinct, too late to try and rethink. My brother's blood is on me, betrayed my blood through DC. When I was born, I grew up close to the Garden of Eden. They named me Abel, born to parents whom both stopped believing. Now I gotta taste that because they broke agreements. I heard it involved a talking snake that became a demon. We could've lived forever, they did it all for selfish reasons. See, I always had faith, but my heart kept grieving. I was a shepherd of sheep and lived a faithful life. I look back at the Garden of Eden and ask myself why. Knew I would worship Jehovah because that serpent lied. That means the future of us all would someday have to die. So every day I would meditate on God's promise, be the opposite of my parents and never become dishonest. Many hardships, no faithful roots to follow, no spiritual guidance. My parents bit the fruit and swallowed. So I watched God creation to learn from his teachings. I loved him even more. What were my parents thinking? I got a mean brother, my parents named him Cain. He's an angry person, he rather loathe than pain. So I stayed in my lane and lived my life faithful. Sin overwhelmed him, he wanted to hurt Abel. But I kept my vision clear as I watched the two angels that guarded the entrance of Eden someday just be untangled. Then I thought back to the promise that Jehovah said. He told my parents if they obeyed him, they would not be dead. They could have lived forever in the garden paradise, but it came back around to me on the day I died. I remember it well, we made a sacrifice. Mine was good to God, but his was denied. He didn't love me as a brother, had a heart filled with hate. Yes, God's the reader of heart, he told him to change his ways. My brother ambushed me, he said let's go into this field. He grabbed a rock and hit me in my head, then I was killed. Cain and Abel, firstborn brothers. How could a bond like that make one hate the other? Am I my brother's keeper or the grim reaper? Follow my parents' footsteps as non-believers, but jealousy and envy, I let the evil in me. My sacrifice was empty, follow my killer instinct. My heart was out of instinct, too late to try and rethink. My brother's blood is on me, betrayed my blood through DC. What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood is crying out to me from the ground. And now you are cursed in banishment from the ground that has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you cultivate the ground, it will not give you back its produce. You will become a wanderer and a fugitive in the earth. My name is Cain. Deep inside I seem to hate my brother. My heart is cold, I can't blame my father or my mother. As I grew up, I heard the stories about what my parents did. Either way, I hated my brother even as a kid. If I don't love my brother, how could I love God? No love for my parents, but I escaped the rod. I grew up to be a farmer, but I had no righteous fruit. I let evil in my heart and let it sprout its roots. I'm not the good son, like Macaulay talking. I got an angry spirit, I hear the devil's watching. I made a sacrifice, then it got rejected. My heart was filled with rage, I felt so disrespected. God told me to change, but I wouldn't listen. So I killed my brother, that was my deposition. I'm not his guardian, nor his supervision. So God cast me out with spiritual precision. Now I'm the one crying, begging, asking why. As a fugitive, they'll certainly hunt me down to die. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times. So I headed to the east of the garden to finish out my life. What a cold world. Firstborn brothers, I was the second killer, hurt my father and my mother. I let sin dominate me and take over. For me it's too late to listen to Jehovah.